Okay, hey guys, what's going on? Look at that. That's not even a big fish. It's like a 2-pounder, 2 or 3. This thing hit it like a 9. I swear, honestly, this was one of the biggest blow-ups I've seen all year. And it wasn't even a big fish. Oh, I was freaking out. I thought I had a giant on. The fountain in here is temperature regulated, so it cools down this whole lake. So right now it's kind of muggy, and all the fish are kind of, you know, not as strong and active in my other lakes, but this water's starting to get cool in this lake, and they're just so powerful in here. They're just so powerful and active. This is a really healthy lake. God, you got it jammed in there. Using the Zara Spook. Early fall. I'll show you the bait in just a sec. There's the fish, guys. It's not a giant. It's a 2 or 3, but I was so pumped when I got this fish in because I thought he was so big. There he is again, guys. It's not a giant, but there he goes. Okay, let me talk about the bait a little bit. Zara Spook, Zara Super Spook. I'm pretty sure it's what it's called. I know it's a spook, but I don't know. Yeah, Head Super Spook. It's the one with 3 trebles. It's the big bait. It weighs about an ounce, and I'm throwing it on 15-pound copolymer, not braid. I don't like the way that Zara Spooks walk with braid. I've never really been a fan of that. I know it has a weird kind of action. It's too fast. It's too erratic. Zara Spooks are meant to be slow and seamless, a smooth walk, which I'll show you this in just a second. I just got a baby bass pattern. It really only matters that pattern right there, and that's just a bone with a little bit of green side, which I really like, because what it does is, I mean, that's not all the fish are seeing, because when it walks, it goes to the side. It looks semi-realistic, but it really just looks like anything going on the water. I also got it because these bigger ones are amazing as snake baits. Now, yes, granted it does have 9 hooks on it, but you know what you can do with these things? I got a bird nest on that one because I railed it too hard. You can rail these things. You can make these things go forever. It's just a bullet. That's all it is. And with a lot of other snake baits, you cannot do that. And the hookups are, it's pretty much like if a fish strikes a Zara Spook, it's hooked up already. There's so many hooks on it, and it just grabs them. As with other snake baits, I've heard people don't get good hookups on them. You know, they're big. The soft plastic snakes are big, but they have their place. The Zara Spooks are also a great alternative. 15-pound copolymer. I like the way that copolymer feels. This copolymer, this Sunline stuff doesn't really sink as much as all the others. It actually really doesn't sink. It almost floats like mono. Has that neutral buoyancy going on. But you can, I'm gonna cast without a bird nest here. You can really cast these things very far. That was a very long cast. So I'm going to talk to you about fishing it a little bit, and then we're going to see if we can't catch any more fish. Give me just a sec. I got to kind of prop it up on something. Give me just a second here. Alright, I think that's good. So, when you're fishing the Zara Spook, here's the rod movement. Never up, but I'm just getting it up out of the water. And then it's just that slow. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's sort of slow action. That's one of my favorite actions in a hard bait today. Crankbaits are nice, you know. Swim baits are nice, but a good Zara Spook smooth action is just wonderful. So I'll show you how that actually looks right now. Let me get the bait in a little bit closer. Give me just a second, guys. Okay, here we go. Looks a little bit bad because it's too close to shore and everything, I know, but you get the point. If you guys have fished a Zara Spook, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That is one of my favorite actions for all weather. I'm throwing it, what is it? It's like mid-September right now. I'm in jeans. It's a little bit cooler out here. Probably about 65 out here. A little bit cooler than it has been. So I'm throwing it right now and I'm getting hits. And the water's cooler in this lake too. So you can throw this a lot of times, guys. Early spring, it's a killer. right as it's starting to get warm, all summer long. Throw it in the morning, throw it in the evening. But Zara Spook in the morning, sometimes that thing just cannot be beat. I mean, sometimes that bait is just deadly in the morning. And then comes the other way of fishing it. My other, favorite way. There's a couple other ways you fish it, real slow with lots of pauses. I don't really do all that. My other way to fish it is kind of like a snake. I'll show you this one. I'm going to angle it so you can see the water, probably. Give me just a sec here. Find something to prop it up on. That'll work. Okay. Just like that. A real quick, kind of like all the baits. There's a lot of hard baits today that are being produced and manufactured that have a very fast walk. Almost like they're for schooling fish and saltwater fish only. But this bait is different. You can make it walk fast, but also you can get that slow, smooth. Just, the thing goes about a foot one way, foot the other way. That's a good wide action. That's really what you are looking for in the fall. In the summer, when the fish are schooling, like they do on Lanier and all the other big lakes, you want that fast action. Also, you can use that as a snake. Because when they see it going through the water, they just see that thing just swimming. They don't see it as a fish. They see it as a snake because of the bubble trail it throws and all that whole thing. They see it moving as a snake. So, I'm fishing it on a Big Bear rod, 6'9" medium heavy fast action. Fishing it on 15-pound copolymer. You can fish it on braid, but I don't like the action of it on braid. And just a bait cast reel with a 7-to-1 gear ratio. That's all you really need to know, guys. Now I'm going to go around the lake and throw it, and we're going to see if we can't get another one of these strong, healthy fish out of this lake. Thanks for watching, and we'll get back to you if we get any more.